Yeah.
saying like, "I am smarter than you,"
Yeah.
and he deserved. I would have hit him. I probably couldn't have knocked him out in 3 punches,
Or
like
made it
pretty
where
much
like
killed him.
yeah, yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much, yeah.
but fuck off, spider. God dang.
All right, John. Our walls are pretty much up now.
God, this went from looking somewhat natural to just like a floating cobble castle
Hey, it looks pretty spacious though. I've actually
on the inside.
yeah. It's like freaking
But
Harry Potter tent.
I think it will either be Eugene or Tara, I think is her name.
Oh, the lesbian.
Yeah, the lesbian. Um, Solely because it's just like, if anyone is gonna die in that group that's not Eugene, like if they're still protecting Eugene for whatever reason, which we know they won't be,
Yeah.
but say they are, Tara is the least experienced after Eugene.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, she did learn from the governor, but I don't think it's enough to protect her from that whole horde of zombies that were right in front of them. And
If they continue to go through that, now that they know they don't have to,
yeah. Well, see,
I've
read most of the
might
comics.
lose some respect from Glenn.
I freaking love Glenn, and I know what happens to him, and so like
Tyler, don't even.
I'm not gonna say anything. And so like, we need to put
Glenn's
some
my
windows
boy.
in here. I know I love Glenn, and it's so funny because one of my sister's friends is married to a Korean dude, or is getting married to a Korean dude, so she's like absolutely in love with Glenn. And so like, I just like don't tell her anything about what happens and stuff like that, and what may happen and what could happen in the show.
It's not gonna happen in the show.
Yeah, it will.
No. Well, I mean, if you're gonna say yeah, it will based on the comics, then Herschel shouldn't have died, and Dale should be
yeah.
alive, or Dale would be alive until like 2 or 3 episodes ago.
Well, and Andrea would still be alive.
Yeah,
too.
Bob doesn't exist in the comics.
Oh, neither does Daryl.
Exactly. So can't really go based off the comics.
Yeah,
anymore.
no. You know, I will say this though: if they want to kind of be on par with the comics, because like in all honesty, we're not even close to like the middle part of the story. Like we're like still in the prologue in the TV show.
No.
Yeah,
In the prologue?
I mean that's what it feels like.
Would you say prologue, or would you just say towards the introductory part?
And I don't know.
'Cause a prologue comes before everything.
Yeah, I would say first season's the prologue, and then like
That's the first 10 minutes of like a 2-hour movie.
yeah,
And I would definitely not say. I mean, not having read the comics, I would say we're definitely out of the prologue at least.
well, like, but see, once whatever happens and forces them, this is a spoiler for, it's gonna happen, and people should be smart enough to know that's gonna happen. They get to a point where they have to go. They're going up to, well, in the comics they go to oh, nice, John, you got some wood.
We got a lot of wood.
They go to what do you call it?
DC.
DC, and basically it's like that's when everything happens, and so like. I don't know.
I mean, like,
I'm excited with
say
where they're going.
so how much have you read of the comics, or do you just know of what happens based
Well,
on it?
I've read most of it, but like I've just like since I haven't been able to look at the new issues, I've just read up on what happens, and so but I've read like a good 200 issues,
Damn,
maybe
I didn't know that.
180, maybe 185. I believe it's up to 200 now. I've read quite a bit, and I want to get them so I actually have them like as copies. But I think it is. Is it that high? I think it is that high now. I don't even. I've read quite a bit, and it just feels like once they get to DC, everything's gonna go down, even more so than everything's already hit. Shit has hit the fan. Like, I think it's just gonna exponentiate, and like, I'm just excited. Like, I'm so happy about where it's going that I just want them to not just. But I don't want them to drag it out. I want them to get to it, and because I don't think
Well,
people
they're gonna
wanna
have to get
see-
moving.
Yeah,
Because if they're 5 seasons in, and you would say they're still in the upper half of the storyline, they're gonna have to cut out a lot.
well, I mean, they haven't even met the main bad guy of the whole series yet. So, like, The main.
Well, I mean, is there really a main bad guy?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. I would say he's like the governor was for like the first little bit, but the dude that they face off against that's later on is definitely the main bad guy. Because once they meet him, like that's when everything is messed up, and I'm just excited because
Tell me this.
Yeah.
Have they met him yet?
No.
Okay.
No. They did hint at where he's at though. Whenever what's the black guy's name that they met in the hospital? No, not Tyrese.
No.
Noah. Whenever Noah said we had walls in Roanoke in Virginia.
Oh yeah. I know that. I've read on Reddit every now and then about something like the Great City of Walls or something.
Yeah, it's called the Kingdom. That's what it's called. And I'm super excited once I get there, cause not necessarily where Noah was, but like it's in DC, and I
really like Noah so far.
I didn't like him. I guess I liked him more whenever he was with Beth, but like I just love Daryl and Carol so much that I was like, ugh.
No, I really do like Noah, and there's a pretty big outlying factor that if there is a what is it called, a minority that gets added to the group, one's gonna die.
Oh yeah, you're saying like cause like Bob died, so they added another black guy.
Like Gabriel came in,
yeah,
and Bob died.
Yeah.
So at some point, who do you think the next minority is that's gonna die?
I'm gonna say
that's how it's happened.
White.
Oh, you think a white's gonna die?
A white, yeah. That sounds terrible. Like, yeah, a white's gonna die.
Sorry guys, sorry. But I could see Beth dying. I honestly could.
Nobody likes her anyways. I don't think anybody actually likes the character of Beth.
Well, I'm sure some people do. I mean, considering how much she's changed since the farm.
Yeah, but not compared to like Maggie. Maggie's changed completely since the farm.
Maggie has changed completely.
She was like a douchebag, and then like she was like, "Oh look, this bang me in the freaking drugstore, and let's just get on with it."
Oh.
Second season.
Well, yeah.
That's like the only good part of the second season. Like, there's only like 3 good episodes in that whole season.
Is that season was very drawn out. I wish Dale would have still lived.
See, I love, and I cannot wait for them. I don't know what's happened because I didn't see the series, that episode, but I don't want to know where the heck Morgan is. Like, please, to God, like, please.
And since Morgan was reintroduced, someone has to die.
Well, no, you know what? I believe since they're wanting to do a spin-off show, they're going. Oh, there's zombies down here. Yeah, they're wanting to do a spin-off.
Oh yeah, they are.
And so I think they're introducing Morgan as to lead the spin-off group, which I'll watch it because I love Morgan as a character. But,
I will do that in a heartbeat. The thing is that I could think was who left those tracks.
I don't know about the tracks.
I don't think it was not the tracks, the symbols that were on the trees.
That was what the dudes from Terminus were leaving behind them, so they could find their way back.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
If the people from Terminus were leaving those, then, like...
Well, they're dead now.
Where will Morgan be led?
Maybe he's just gonna be behind them. Like, cause I guarantee they'll show him, like, maybe at the end of this next episode, him, like, finding the church.
Yeah. No, well, I don't know about the church. Maybe the elementary school.
The school, yeah.
And I swear to God, if... by the time the season's over, if they haven't already found, Morgan hasn't met up with someone, and they're just showing him looking at something or him touching a tree, like, I'm gonna be pissed.
I know.
I want him back.
Yeah.
It's not like I want him back. I just want to see how he interacts with a group, because I personally think he's still insane, no matter how much I like him. I think he's still insane, and he will not be able to
function
with the rest of the group. He'll cling to Rick like how Michonne clung to Andrea, but in a much more violent way.
I'll be happy. Like, dude, freaking give me Rick, Daryl, and freaking crazy ass Morgan together. Like that's just like a BA triplet. Just them just like freaking just be like, don't worry, we'll and then freaking put like Abraham whenever he's freaking crazy.